We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Started with the company, back before it was even Broadlane. Tenet had approached us and asked us if we knew anything about business-to-business e-commerce or B2B e-commerce. So like any good consultant, we said we did, and we put together a proposal to help Tenet bring the BiPower organization to technology and build a B2B practice.
Because we were trying to grow rapidly, we had a very flexible approach to roles in the company.
We'd call up clients, potential clients, CFOs or CEOs, and we'd say, "Hi, I'm Tom Sherry with Broadlane." They go, "Who? What is Broadlane? Are you a travel agent? What is it that you do?"
This morning's theme appears to be technology, and since Broadlane is a technology company, we'll launch right into it. This slide depicts our technology architecture. Our mission is to provide liquidity in a highly robust, scalable B2B environment with high bandwidth. This diagram shows, beginning from the upper left, hospital users connected via their ISP to our proprietary GUI. Here we operate an ASP model, browser-based of course.
When we first started the company, we had partnered with a company called Ventro that was based out of California, out of the Silicon Valley. And the plan was for us to adapt our business model to their technology. And we had a meeting hosted here in Dallas. So everybody was sitting around the table from both sides, and it was very tense. And I started the meeting and said, "Well, gentlemen, the way that we start negotiations here in Texas, we all put our guns on the table.
Put your guns, cuffs, keys, everything on this desk and get out of here. Let's go. Move!"
And we kind of reached in our jackets, and you should have seen the look on their faces.
There were a lot of milestones within Broadlane. Probably the most important one was in 2001.
Broadlane got a 10-year operating agreement with Kaiser Permanente, and that was huge. We almost overnight we were able to double the contracting volume.
In 2002, we added Health Alliance to the outsourcing business, and today we are the #1 provider of supply chain outsourcing in the healthcare industry.
The hotel meetings were great. We used to, I think, strike fear into the hearts of the suppliers that were going to participate in these. We have these wonderful glass conference rooms here at Broadlane, and they're kind of like goldfish bowls. Each supplier would come in and have to do their negotiating in a glass conference room with our toughest negotiators from our pre-commitment team, all the while seeing their competitors sitting right across the hall in the glass conference room, kind of sweating it out and persuading different negotiators.
Are you okay? Because you're sweating pretty profusely.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
There was an issue with air conditioning, and one of our maintenance people went into the room knowing what kind of a negotiation was going on and had a ladder, and he went in and he climbed the ladder and popped the ceiling panel to adjust the temperature. He leaned down and looked at all the people in the room and said, "Hey, could you speak up a little louder?" and made adjustment motions in the ceiling as if we were somehow miking the room. But ultimately, it's a very transparent way to negotiate, no pun intended, but it's not a backroom deal. We're very proud of the way we do it. It's done very professionally and ethically, but it yields great results.
Around 2001, 2002, we rolled out Broadlink, which is our e-commerce exchange. So we were the only GPO to have our own e-commerce exchange. In 2002, we hit cash flow positive. Probably my most favorite story is in 2003, the sales pursuit for Christus Health. And I remember during a sales presentation, we told them about our hotel meetings. And they said, "Wow, that is really neat." Well, a week later, I get a letter inviting us to come to a hotel meeting that they're going to take and we are going to participate in. So they reversed it on us. It was 2 days of very rigorous negotiations.
You disappoint me. You can't scare me with this Gestapo crap.
At the end of the 2 days, they invited us into their boardroom, and they were very somber. Clearly, they were setting the stage for telling us that we had lost the business. And they went through this for about 10 minutes and then finally stood up, applauded, and congratulated us. Another important milestone was in 2004 and 2005, we were recognized by Inc. 500 magazine.
Don't stop believing.
To actually be on the top Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row was quite an achievement for Broadlane. Another big milestone when we moved Tenet to a full outsourcing agreement, and that happened right about the same time that we had the big Towerbrook transaction.
In 2008, we sold the company to Towerbrook Partners. They are a private equity firm in New York. This was very important because it established our enterprise value of close to $400 million for the company, a true success story. 10 years later, how have we evolved? We have the best GPO portfolio in the business. We're number one in providing supply chain outsourcing. We have the number one provider of temp agency management and premium shift services. We have state-of-the-art technology and velocity for informatics.
We really are still the best darn GPO out there. And that's not the word they used, but since I don't swear, I can't.
Still the one